I watch a lot of Y Combinator content. And one of the things I've realized is that in Silicon Valley, ideas can get you funding. But in Africa, you need traction. So what does that actually mean? This is day 42 of building an AI startup. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that once you've built an app, that you have a business. But an app is not a business, and a business is not an app. So the question is, do people really actually want what you're building? Will they pay for it? This is where product market fit comes in. PMF means that your product solves a real issue for people, a real problem, and people who actually use it rely on it and are willing to pay for it. Without this, everything else doesn't count as traction, whether it's pitch competitions, maybe appearing in the press, social media clout. That's just noise. So what does real traction look like? It's just not downloads or signups or followers. It's engagement, retention, and revenue. Seriously, revenue. So as I build DIRAH AI, I'm starting to look at, okay, what does real traction, what can real traction look like, and how can I plan for that? So that ideally would be people actively using the product, not once, but consistently. Users feeling the pain if they lose access. If they can live without it, then you haven't built something essential. And also word of mouth growth. Customers can tell others because they genuinely find value. And of course, people are willing to pay. If they're not paying for your product, then maybe it's not solving such a big problem. I hope we can get to such a position with DIRAH. And it's something now that I'm actually starting to sit down. As I develop the product, I'm working on it, on the AI, I'm working on the user interface. I need to start thinking about the business, the money. Because ultimately, even if I want to get funding or even grants or something, I think it will be important to show that type of traction. We now have to prove that architects need love and depend on it, and that's the focus. So first of all, to make sure that we meet an actual need, and then introduce the product to the expected users. And as we meet their needs, we expect them to be able to use it a lot, and from there we can get real traction. Even if they don't pay for it, even if you make it almost free, there are other ways of monetizing. So maybe that's something we can figure out in the coming days. So what do you think about PMF, product market fit?